Hey guys, welcome to Lockdown 2.0. Here we are again. Anyway, we wanted to get some content out for the combatives program, and we thought we would just kind of pick up kind of where the classes would have left off starting on this Monday, which was lesson 13, arm lock from the guard. And as we go through these lessons, depending on how long we have to go through this, we'll start trying to put in some of the little bonus details, things that might be a little bit different than the way they're taught on the combatives videos, so that you can obviously have a little bit of extra stuff to pull from this other than just watching pre-existing videos. So, and then some solo drilling as well, because obviously everything else is built around having a partner. You may not have a partner at home. So, clinch aggressive is our stand.
You take it away.
What's different?
What's different? So I think the different thing, obviously if you go through and watch Henry Huron teach this, I think the difference is how we're covering our head to be the most effective in this clinch. So assuming he's standing with his right leg back, means I'm going to assume that he's going to punch with his right side. Okay, so that means I'm going to double down on the protection on that right side. Not only am I moving forward, but I'm covering the whole side of my head, bringing this elbow in. So, you can switch your stance, let's do it on this side. So if you went to punch with this side here, there's really nothing that can be hit on this side as I go in. So the important thing about that to realize is that most likely you are going to be hit by something. Because he's going to try and punch me, and I'm going to move past where the end of the punch would be, but likely I'm going to get hit by the side of the arm on the way in. So I just want to make sure that, one, my chin is tucked down and my head and neck are secure, and two, that I'm covering the whole side of my head so that even if I get a little bit of this impact, it's not going to do me in. The other hand is there just for added protection, because just because he's standing this way doesn't mean he won't hit with the other arm. So I'm relatively safe from everything here. So this is the way it looks from the front. The side that I think he's going to punch on, that one goes all the way around the back of my head, tuck my elbow in. The other one goes right over the top. My elbows come together. So there's a little window right underneath. That's where I'm looking. But really, you should be able to get to like any part of my face from here. It would be very difficult for him to punch from there. So then I'm just going to go in until I make contact. Boom. And then I'm going to clinch up.
And once she's in, just to kind of review the basics here, hip in very tight, head positioning. We talk about this all the time, and there's always this, sometimes people get the head under here a little bit, they get it low down here. Hip in tight, head right underneath the chin, wrap up around the hips, front side arm, gripping over the top, and then through here we go.
And they do a very good job of talking about this in the videos, but I want my feet to make a triangle here. One base of the triangle, we're like sharing a base point here.
Like a three-legged race.
His other leg is the other base point of the triangle, and this would be the top of the triangle here. And we're looking at something isosceles-ish, or equilateral, I guess. But we want everything to be relatively the same.
Yeah. So things that you can do at home is a lot of visualization, especially working on the sidedness of this. So, punch is coming in from the right side. So what do? We cover heavier here and here, and we step in. The punch is coming from the other side. We can switch it up, cover. Notice how I build those covers kind of slow because I'm working through it. That's okay. Obviously, eventually you just want to do, boom, put up shields, boom, put up shields. Another thing that's being emphasized a little bit is on the way in, really making sure that you have good base. Because Jen said this, as she's coming in, there's a good chance she's going to get caught by some arm, almost like a clothesline. If her feet are kind of narrow, she's going to get knocked off balance, and it's going to make it hard for her to complete her entry. So, solid cover, good base, charge until you hit the chest, wrap up tight, and keep everything in close. And working on both sides, both for your clinch position and your head coverage position, give a little bit of extra mileage out of not having a partner.
So I just want to say something, because he did this, and what he did absolutely isn't wrong. But just because I switch to the other side, he switches his stance and comes in here, doesn't mean I need to switch my feet. I can continue to go forward with the same foot, because I can be going forward here and he can start to hit with the other stance. And I did step forward there with that leg, But I think for us, it's a little bit more, when we hit with this side forward, we tend to switch our stance in Muay Thai. It's absolutely not necessary. If you have one way that you like to go in, it really doesn't matter which leg is going first. What matters is that we have a good base and that we're covering the appropriate side. If it's easier for you to switch your stance, do it.